Hello, this is Jacob, otherwise known as JayJax. You've caught me in the middle of using all of my consumable soul items to try to level up my stamina. I'm hoping to get to the point where I can use all the gear I want in fast roll. So we're going to eat all of our consumable souls. We might save the soul of the hero. In fact, we are going to save the soul of the hero. 50k. 3 level ups. Think that'll do it? It will! We can fast roll with the Zweihander and the Grass Crest Shield and the full gold helms. Oh, we have Havel's Ring on. Damn it. No! Oh no, that was disheartening to say the least. What are we looking at as far as 22 out of 87? We're really close, in all honesty. Like, we're not going to bother switching out like one item or something, but we're definitely going to switch to Havel's Ring. Fast rolling is important, especially with these big-ass weapons. So if you recall where we are, this is the double trap area that we explored earlier. And this is the area where that big golem, the big giant, not a golem, he's not a golem. That big giant is tossing fire at us. So we are going to book it and try to not die. There's also, if you notice, a giant down there. We're going to deal with him soon too. This is actually a funny position for a Balder Knight. But he gonna die. Boosh! Man, big damage coming in. This sword is... it hurts. I forget what... oh, try range... I got you. I didn't know what that clue meant for a second, but I deciphered it. So this is locked. We can actually... this is actually one of the very few gates you cannot unlock with the master key. It does require you to find the cage key, which we will soon. There's not a ton of this area left, but there is a decent amount. Nice crossbow, dick. Yeah, he gone. So we're going to take care of our problem with the fire bombs. Oh God, he's pissed. Blurg. Eat one of these real quick. Delicious. Urgh. And then sliced him right in the thigh. Perfect. And he drops a Titanite chunk, which is nice. Well, praise the sun action over there. I can always respect that. I'm always down for some praising of the sun. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about fire bombs anymore. So we can explore this area somewhat freely. This is actually the boss right over here through this fog gate. But we're going to fight him last. He's going to be the last thing in this area that we take care of. What up? How you doing, Acid? Alright, so this... oh, there's nothing to this area. Okay. Gotcha. I know what that area is for. Yeah, had we been human, or if we were human, that would have a summon on it. Iron Tarkus, who is a particularly powerful summon, who's kind of known for having the capability of soloing the boss if you let him. He can, and it's kind of funny. Not unlike how Beatrice soloed the butterfly, but this boss actually fights back, and Tarkus just truly does not give a single shit. So we're going to see... This guy's not super strong against poison, so we're going to see if we can poison this guy, because if we can poison him, then, you know, we're good. Where are you? Longbow, perfect. Poison arrows, perfect. So this is the guy that's dropping those rocks. Oh, of course. In the trap that has been killing us. Alright, so as you can see, he's got a very low poison resistance. Can I still fast roll with my bow out? Yeah. Range in this playthrough? No, see, I actually can't get over there to do melee. Like, there are a couple kills that you actually have to get with ranged, and that's one of them. That's why I only have, like, 50 poison arrows. I just picked these up off the ground. But, yeah, he's one of the... He's basically a trap. The balls that have been rolling down and destroying us this whole game are right here, and he's the one that's launching them. So, got to do a little bit of a jump. If you've played Dark Souls, you know that the jump mechanics are not amazing, so the fact that there's a jump right there is not ideal. Hey, guy. Also, what's funny is this guy's floating off the ground. I don't know if that's just intended or if there's just some weird collision or geometry with stuff that's broken, but yeah, this is a... he's a vendor, sells large Titanite shards and green Titanite shards, so also sells a number of pretty cool weapons. This Balder shield is pretty svelte. This tower shield's a big dick too. Greatsword is... we might buy a greatsword. Mess around with that at some point. We've been using a couple different weapons. And I want to keep that up. As much as I love this Zweihander, and I do, we're going to buy a greatsword, and we might use that later. Try to make something of yourself. He's not very excited. He doesn't really like the idea of an undead roaming around. There's a little bit of cut dialogue with him that kind of makes it more of a sad story than anything. Like many of the stories in this game, there's a talk option where you can hear him counting, and he's like trying to keep himself from going hollow because he's died enough times that, you know, it's nearly the end for him. So you hear him saying, like, you know, 21, 20, 22, 23, and he's like trying to count to just keep himself sane. And it's interesting bit of dialogue. You can see that giant still taking damage. Poison on monsters, I believe, lasts indefinitely. I don't think we have to renew that. But yeah, we can.
There's nothing more to say. End of story. You bloody fool.
Yeah, he just thinks we're foolish for trying to fight the process, but he simultaneously is trying to fight the process as well. Alright, so we're going to try to make this jump back. We don't necessarily have to. We can survive this jump over here to the right. What we cannot survive is this fall straight down. So we actually might take the safe route here, just because we're headed back in that direction anyway. Oh no, we'll try the jump. Let's do it. Yeah, we died a bunch last time. I'm feeling pretty good today. I don't plan on dying much today. Not because we're not going to be doing difficult stuff, just because, you know, like I said, we died a lot yesterday, and I don't want to keep doing that. We're going to try to step up our game a little bit. Oh, hey, the poison did go away. Enjoy that. Have another dose. Take 2. Call me in the morning. Be wary of up. Oh, this is if you come out here. I gotcha. This is when you come out here and see him. So there is a good place to farm if you're looking for Balder equipment. There's a reason I did not buy that Balder shield. So if you're looking for Balder equipment... Oh, I aggroed this guy. I did not mean to do that. Dang it. There's a route that I was going to show you for killing these two knights really quickly. And it's the best place to farm. Oh, network connection has been lost. That's okay. That's okay. If you recall, I don't want to play online anyway. I don't think this game likes it while you're streaming at the same time. But worse things have happened. So, my normal route, and it's actually good that he comes back to where he spawns, is I will take this path right here, and you can actually make this jump. And you clip these spears, and minimizes the fall damage. This is a good crossbow if you have the dex for it. Actually, does it require dex? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure. Yeah, it does. It's mostly a strength, though. So, you can do a drop attack on that guy. Walk right up to this guy. Hit him with a parry. And get the murder. And that's just a really good way to deal with these two. And once you do that, you get a pretty sick ring, the Flamestone Plate ring. But once you do that, you can just run up here. Rest right back at the bonfire. Because this is where you come out. And if you drop back down... In fact, let's do another run. I'll show you. I haven't killed anything that's going to be a pain in the ass to re-kill. So you drop down here. Do a little resty rest. Dip out here. Hang a left. And then here you are right at this jump again. And this is the best way to farm for Balder weaponry. Oh, it's weird how he aggroes at that point. Maybe I'm just making it extra noise. The armor you're wearing and the equipment you have actually does affect the amount of noise you make, I believe. And insofar as there is some equipment that makes you very quiet. Heyo, Titanite Shard. Cool. And we actually might switch to that equipment later. If we have access to it. Which we probably will in the DLC. Is this guy dead yet? Come on. That's the second poison I've given you. Oh, I rested. Shit. Whatever, we'll start over. It's fine. We still have some stuff to do. Really, the only reason you'd want to kill him is to just disable the ball trap for good. Makes it so that Sens is a lot easier to navigate in the future. It's not, honestly, a super necessary thing. You do get access to fast travel in the very next area after Sens. So, it's not goodness. Hey, stop it. Oh, shit. We'll do one-handed. That's fine. Know that I had a two-handed one in the tank that you barely avoided. This is a real strength playthrough right here, ladies and gentlemen. This sword, it's about as tall as I am and about as sharp as my thumb. How can they melt into silver? I don't know. Is it... You mean like that like... Or dust? Oh, I'm not sure. I believe that's related to whether or not they're going to come back when you rest next. So like that guy's going to turn to dust. Yeah, because he won't respawn. So people that will... But I believe that guy will too. It might honestly be just a matter of There 100% are. And this is this is actually a unique rapier. Ricard's rapier. Oh, we don't have the dexterity to wield it. Yeah, rapiers are kind of my go-to. Here's is the S stock. S stock is best stock. This is the long rapier. But this is it's a pretty slick weapon. Very stylish. It's very popular in PvP. I am going to be doing a dexterity build in Dark Souls 3. Because I'm going to be dual wielding. So we might see a little bit of rapiers. It's a cool weapon type, lavish hand cover design that does it for me. Yeah, Ricard's is significant for that in particular. It's kind of stands out. Yeah. Because that actually was a unique undead, Prince Ricard. And his rapier, if you notice, he held it in front of him. He was about to do like a thrust combo. And that's actually unique to that weapon. Other rapiers in this game cannot do that particular attack. So that one's pretty cool. It works really well if you apply like an elemental buff to a weapon. So for example, if I were to have intelligence as well, and I were to enchant my weapon with Great Magic Weapon, which is a temporary buff, what it does is it adds a flat amount of damage per strike. If you use a weapon like Ricard's rapier that has like a stab combo, you can actually rack up quite a bit of elemental damage for very little commitment, very, very quickly. So we're actually going to wait this guy out. We're going to let him poison to death. But we are pretty much at the boss. Oh, who's this enemy? Oh, okay. I forgot that guy respawned. Let's go murder him, because that's something to do. And this guy respawned too. Cool. Hey, Rapier Knight. Stop it. Boom. Tee off. The crit animation of great swords is hilarious. So this is the cage key. So here's what that does. It's very convenient. If you notice, I'm going all the way down to the start of the level. Oh shit. We chug one on our way up, and so now we have a way to get from the beginning to the very end, which is always nice. Alright, have you died yet, sir? No, he's getting there. So if I were a Dex character, I would probably just pull out a bow. Oh, 100%. 100%. You would never think to do that. I will say, though, let me see. Does it use up the cage key? No, it does not. Yeah, key to the hanging cage in Sen's fortress. If a hapless adventurer becomes fatigued during an imprudent attempt to overcome the fortress, the serpent one will not kill him but lock him in a lonely cage. Eventually, unless they have forgotten, they drag the victim off to who knows where. So it kind of explains it. The idea is these little paragraphs, and they're attached to every single item in the game, by the way, give a little direction to the player. The rub is not a lot of people are used to finding an item and picking it up and reading it. You find an item and you grab it and you want to try it out. Like it's just a different kind of game design. But I mean, again, it's that environmental storytelling. That's where you're going to see a lot of the storytelling in this game. Like you'll find a corpse that might have an item on it, and then you pick that item up and read what that item does or did and how it got there, and you can kind of surmise the story based on what you found. I literally just put my bow away, and he is no longer poisoned. Sir? Can you not? I need you to stay poisoned. Let's switch to feather arrows, because I'm not going to keep these anyway. And just help the process along. I'd say in this game, giants are more... they're not as sentient. Like, I mean, this is a living creature, make no mistake, but it just kind of standing there and getting its ass kicked is in character. Alright, 1,000 more souls. Neato. So now, in Sen's Fortress, there's going to be no more of those big boulders falling throughout the fortress. We're going to have a passageway. We've effectively conquered Sen's Fortress. And so now, we're going to go to the big dick boss. He does have some cheese to him. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to fight him legit. The cool thing is, where he's located, the guy that we killed up there that throws the fire bombs, if you don't kill him, he actually tries to pelt you with fire bombs during this fight, which makes it significantly harder. Windblade. Yup. Nice try. So this guy, this is a... So you make him stagger, then blurp. And then he falls if you deal enough damage to one leg. So you can... Yeah, this weapon is big time. So he's like, shit, that hurts so bad. Burg. Yeah, the now that we have a little bit of strength and we have some upgrade materials, if you'll notice, the attack rating of this is 411. That bastard sword's 312. Like, this thing, the weapon we started with can't hold a candle to this big motherfucker. Especially this attack right here. Splurge! And it takes forever to recover from. But nothing's alive underneath it, so as long as you hit, you could take a nap afterwards. Nothing's surviving it. It's pretty great. This is the best method of transportation, which is Bat Demon. Very reliable. In Lord Drown, there's like a demon Uber, basically. You touch one of those rings of light, they take you where you need to go. If where you need to go is the ancient city of Anor Londo. By the way, if you're into level design, if you're into art and aesthetics and like, yes, exactly. Anor Londo, especially when you consider the contrast of this place compared to the rest of the game, I mean, we're gonna go there. Like, these are all places we're gonna visit. Like I'm looking, see that tower with kind of that little floor that's kind of directly in front of us, right above where our head's at. We're gonna go there. We're gonna stand on that tower. You know, it's something to behold, for sure. Anor Londo is always a huge turning point in this game, where you realize that there's a hell of a lot more than just dark and dingy dead stuff. Hey, sir, do you want to maybe engage me in combat? Nice try, Jack. Yeah, these guys actually aren't particularly difficult, and they drop a decent amount of souls, especially for how difficult they aren't. However, we do have 50 grand, so we are going to drop down here and level up. There is a bonfire here. It is protected by a pretty cool character. The Brass Knight.
Well, welcome to the
Her, I love her armor set. It's so sick.
If you seek Lord Gwyn's exit, if you want.
She's actually a firekeeper, believe it or not. Just like the firekeeper at Firelink Shrine. But she is armed and pretty damn cool. Level up. We can level up 3 times. So we're going to boom, boom. We're going to drop 2 in endurance and see if we can now fast roll without Havels. Yes. Yes. Y-E-S. Ring of Steel Protection. And then we're going to put our next level in strength. We're going to get strength up to 40. So we're going to be spending a significant amount of time pumping our strength. That's our next landmark. We've got a good set of gear now that'll take us up until... honestly, we could beat the game in this outfit. We totally could. We're going to pick up a couple... souls here, killing these giants, as well as a few items that are hidden behind them. These giants have a very, very well-defined aggro range. It's very easy to just aggro one of them. Nice. That doesn't surprise me. Dark Souls was... It didn't have the budget for how popular it was, because they began development before Demon Souls really took off. So, like, Dark Souls 2 and 3 had a significantly higher budget than Dark Souls 1. That's why there's kind of an undeniable amount of jank in Dark Souls 1. I mean, I think even the most devout Dark Souls players will say that Dark Souls 1 has a lot of jank to it. And that's just because of the low budget nature. I would not be surprised if they had people returning and reprising roles or just double dipping on stuff like that. Just to potentially look at saving costs. Hey. Come here. Did I hit him? No, I didn't. That sucks. So, cool thing about strength weapons is they actually can block somewhat effectively. This, for example, this weapon does block 70% of physical damage. It's not a bad weapon. If you're going to block with a weapon, this is one of the ones you're going to block with. Oh, we forgot this, which is why we were in here. So, look at this chain. It is backwards. This is friendly. Demon Titanite. That's more upgrading for boss weaponry. There's not a ton of boss weaponry that I'm going to use, or that I would even be interested in using in this game with this build. But we might look into making something just to show it off. Hey, come here. One of you guys fight me. You on the left. Beep 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 beep. I'm sorry, that went through your arm. Video game. Lingering hitbox. Classic. Two light attacks will kill these guys. Jesus Jones. You, sir, it's your turn now. Prepare for murder. Chug. So, we've got 2 chests. This one, again, chain back. Good chest. This chest, good. This chest, however, angry chest. Chain forward. See those arms folded up? The chest is breathing. Hold on. Take a deep breath. Where's he at? I'm not looking. You can breathe. There he is. Deep breath in. That's a mimic, ladies and gentlemen. So we got to open it this way. Here's a crystal halberd. So I kind of alluded to this earlier, but the crystal weapons are interesting. They do, they have very, very low durability. If you see, the durability is 20 out of 20, and they cannot be repaired. And they have very low requirements. 16 and 12. It seems really low. And they hit really hard. And the thing is, I mean, you look at the regular halberd, same requirements, 200 durability, 20 durability. And it cannot be repaired. So basically, if you're at this point in the game and you're struggling, this is the game's way of saying, here's a weapon that can do a little bit of damage. You can't repair it. You can't just make this weapon your build. But it can help you get through some particularly tough spots. And you find little gameplay considerations in mimics like that. It was the same way with the lightning spear. However, the lightning spear isn't nearly as powerful as the crystal halberd, and so the lightning spear can actually be repaired. But, yeah, that's basically, those are, I don't want to say like immersion breaking, but the location of a crystal weapon in a mimic isn't noteworthy because those mimics are mobile. So I only came up here to show this off. This is a golden fog gate. We can't get through this right now. Sealed by the Great Lord's power. The Great Lord Gwyn. Great Lord being Gwyn. There's actually 4 of these in the game. And I haven't gone to all of them. But this is one of them. They lock off the places where the 4 Lord Souls will be. There is one that is, there's one that's located in Lordran that prevents us from going to Lower Lordran. There is one, or not Lordran, I'm sorry, the ghost place. I don't think we've been there yet in this playthrough, actually. It's below Firelink. There's one in the Demon Ruins, back where we killed Ceaseless Discharge. And there is one that is in the depth, or in the catacombs, right after we killed Pinwheel. And basically, they just keep you from going to fight the Great Lords before you actually have the Lord Vessel. Thanks for your tail. And your head. Alright, so right here, I had no goddamn clue where to go. Because we've pretty much done everything we can do before Sen's Fortress as far as exploring areas. Or done a lot of what we can do. There isn't much else. And I had no clue what I was doing here. I was like, oh, hey, I can drop down here. That's pretty neat. And maybe there's some items and stuff. So I looked around, and lo and behold, I found some items. Hoping beyond hope that there was a path forward. I was wrong. There wasn't. Just some more Demon Titanite, which, great find. Make no mistake. But nowhere to go forward. This is where a lot of players kind of got stuck just, before they really examine their surroundings. So you can't really see it super well. But let's... Key items. Is this a... No, it's... Where is the binoculars? Use item. You can't see it super well, but actually over here, this window's broken. That's your hint. I know, right? We know exactly where to go. Now that we saw one broken window. You can walk up this way. And this is the intended path, by the way. This is not cheese. This is how it was designed for you to traverse forward. And you can hit this jump. And you're in the broken window. Okay, so we need to two-hand attack these guys to one-shot them. These are the Painting Guardians. Pretty cool dudes. Wear some pretty cool armor. Have some pretty cool weapons. They're just cool in every sense of the word, if you want my honest opinion. I've done many a playthrough wearing that armor set, just because I find it cool. This part sucks. There's no other way to word that. This is the rafters, and it's terrible. So, you just kind of have to walk these rafters with enemies up here and not fall. I know, right? Badass. So what we're going to do, we're going to see exactly what the range on this longbow. I was thinking about doing what they call Holy Grail run of the game. Oh, where you like keep a... Is that where you keep a torch lit? Oh, Diablo 2 remaster. Just kidding. What's that? Where you find one of each unique? Oh, Jesus Christ. That sounds awful. Hey, buddy, come here. You got a big ol' arrow in your chest. Blur. So that is how we're going to deal with these guys. Throwing knives. Cool. The problem is, how are you going to store all that gear? Like, that's a not small amount of gear. Oh, you just record your finds? Okay. That's fair. I was like, that sounds like an unnecessary complication to like have to find and store all that stuff. Hey, attack me. Best AI ever. Did I mention this game has a little bit of jank to it? So yeah, this is the rafters. If you tuned into this stream for Pulse Pound the Action, do I have a treat for you? Slow walking with the intent to not fall off what is basically a tightrope. Not exactly, 100%. 100%. I've been very adequately trained to cheese AI. Like, oh, I have no more arrows, and I'm not going to use a poison arrow. Just because it's not worth it. So we're just going to let this guy fall to his death. Hey, stop it. Nice roll, idiot. Bye-bye. Thanks for the souls. Yeah, so even the game hates the rafters. I don't know why she's not rendering in there, but this is Gwendolyn. Or Guinevere. Yeah, Lord of Sun... or Lady of Sunlight. I don't know why her arms aren't really rendering properly right now. Kind of looks all fucked up. Kind of ruins that a little bit. Yes, 100%. There's a not small amount of cleavage going on there. So let's actually... let's go check it out. Yoit! So yeah, this is Guinevere and her loyal Silver Knights. Remaster versus Prepare to Die edition. So here's what the remaster added: a lot of quality of life stuff. I'm playing on remaster right now. The remaster added a ton of quality of life stuff. And in my opinion is now the definitive way to play. The Prepare to Die edition was like, when they released it on PC, they lumped in all the DLC together and made it the Prepare to Die edition. And that was kind of like the definitive. A lot of people were expecting the remaster to just be this absolute crazy upscale 4K situation. And it's just not. And so, I mean, if you had your expectations set appropriately, then it's just Dark Souls, slightly better lighting effects. Even the Prepare to Die edition didn't get this good of graphical fidelity without a mod called DS Fix mod. So, but the thing is, DS Fix came so synonymously with the game that it was hard to find anybody that had one and not the other. So it was just a situation where, like, oh, you download Dark Souls, then you go get DS Fix, and then it runs itself, and then you're good to go. So I prefer the remaster, 100%. And I don't think anybody that's played them both significant amounts of time disagrees. But I think a lot of people were disappointed because they expected more out of a remaster, which is, I mean, it's not a full re-release. It's just a remaster. It just upscaled it a little bit, and it actually did some good quality of life stuff. Like, if I wanted to, oh yeah, this middle tower raises and lowers, and that's like the big puzzle for this area. It's pretty cool. So we're actually going to do a thing real quick where we drop this tower down another time. Hey, stop it. Is he going to jump onto this? He might. He sometimes does. No, there's another gargoyle up there, obviously. Ooh, a painted guardian must have died. So, in the original Dark Souls, if you wanted to play with somebody else, you just had to lay your summon sign, and if they didn't see it, you weren't in the right server, so you stopped the game and relaunched it and tried again, right? It was a monster pain in the ass playing with friends. Now, you can go here, network settings, and enter a password. And so if you and your friend have the same password, boom, you're in the same server. So immediately you are allowed to play with one another. I mean, it's just way easier, so much easier. And that's an upgrade, or that's a quality of life thing from Dark Souls 2, I believe. So this is a cool area. If you know this statue and you know this area and you know this game, you know what I'm about to do. But the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, we're going to look at that first. This one boosts the power of your miracles. This is the first thing that hints at Gwyn's firstborn child. Okay? This is a mystery that lasts throughout the series and is solved in Dark Souls 3. Who is Gwyn's firstborn son? Lord Gwyn's firstborn was a god of war. His foolishness led to the loss of the annals and rescinding of his deific status. Today, even his name is not known. Who the firstborn son is a thing that's going to pervade throughout the series, and we're going to find out in Dark Souls 3. But cool thing here is we are going to equip a specific item. Where are you? Dark Moon Seance Ring. This ring is granted to adherents of Gwyndolin, Dark Moon deity and the last born of Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight. The Dark Sun Gwyndolin is only remaining deity in Anor Londo. His followers are few, but his tasks are of vital importance. If I equip this ring, that statue disappears. And now I have...
Halt! Cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of myself. Gwendolyn, and kneel before me.
So this is Gwendolyn.
Disciple of the dark sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shall protect thee.
So now we're not going to join this because again we have something that.
Need speech. Exit here and follow thine own.
So we're not going to join this because again we do have something we want to do with the covenant, but that is 100% the last-born son Gwendolyn. I mean there's no no debate about that. And that is the tomb of Lord Gwyn. He says, don't come in here. Shouldn't be tarnished by the feet of man. I think he's just saying that because I'm not wearing shoes. Whatever. His loss. But he's the dark son Gwendolyn. It's noteworthy, and this was the first thing that caught my attention. The Lady of Sunlight, Gwyn, the Lord of the Sun. It struck me that he was the dark sun. Sun obviously being a play on words. S-U-N and S-O-N. This room right here is a thing. This is very noteworthy. This room right here. And we're going to be coming back here. Not just yet. But we'll be back here. 100%. Contraption doesn't move. It doesn't go this way. Just kidding. We need to raise this thing. Alright, so where's that gargoyle at? Let's murder him real quick. And let's make our way to Anor Londo. Hey, give me your tail. Or whatever. I'll just kill you. Halberd, shield, helm. So the cool thing about this is actually the last gargoyle you fight. So every piece of gear that you have not collected from the gargoyles up until that point, you will get for free off of him. That is a 100% situation. The halberd, the shield, and the helmet. The tail axe is not a guarantee. But, okay, so we're going to draw these guys out. Hey, fight me. One at a time, please. Come on. Come over here. Ow. You got some range on ya. Not nice. There we go. So these are the Batwing demons. These ones are definitively less friendly than the ones that grabbed us, although I don't know if the ones that grabbed us were particularly friendly. You can shoot them and they will pretty much just fall off. If you shoot them from before you get over here. Because you can see them before you get here, right? You can see them from that bridge. If you shoot them, they just don't really know what to do and they fall off. I rarely fight the Batwing demons because, you know, as somebody who almost always plays dexterity, I almost always have a bow for extra situations. Like this. Enemies that are a pain in the ass to fight, but trivialized by a bow. And there are a few. We're about to counter another one. Full disclosure, these enemies are somewhat trivial anyway. With this big ass great sword. Or Zweihander, sorry. It's going to be one more. And we're going to get our first taste of the strength bow. Get excited, because I know I sure as hell am. Okay, guys, can you not jump around all nimbly-bimbly like? Okay, we got... Jesus Jones, that's obnoxious. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. How you doing, Charlie? That's alright, though. If we're gonna die anywhere, that's not a bad place to do it. The Gargoyle is not gonna respawn. I don't have any... How many arrows do I have? 38. I'll show off what I was talking about earlier. With the, trolling those guys. Sup. You like to party? We like to party. You wanna party with us? With our dicks. Man, Sex Drive's a great movie. Okay, so let me show you real quick how to deal with these guys the right way. One arrow in his ass. Oh, wait. Okay, whatever. Let's shoot this guy. Come here. Beep. He's not going to jump off? I'm surprised because I'm going to be honest with you. This is how I've dealt with them for a very long time. And this is my first full remastered playthrough. I'm kind of wondering if they fixed the pathing on them. And that would be really cool if they did. That's a neat little change. Because that's... I don't know. That's how I've always dealt with them. But if you can't do it anymore, you can't do it anymore, you know? Why am I slow rolling? Oh my god, this bow. There we go. Oh shit, he can get over here. I did not think he could. I know, right? Thing is, think of it this way. Dark Souls doesn't play fair. Dark Souls does not play fair. Nobody will ever accuse this game of respecting the fair fight. So playing this game is beating this game. So if you have to, whatever you need to do to beat this game, do it. Because this game is doing whatever it can do to beat you. I'm sorry, you were well within range. My sword's 9 feet long. Yes, yes, give me my shit back. Yes, the shield I'm using does not block 100% of physical damage, and these enemies also deal lightning damage on their spears. So, I do take a little bit of damage through the block from these enemies. Ow! See those little shocks? Okay. So, here is the strength bow. Goosh. It fires fucking javelins. Oh. That one almost got me. So these are the Anor Londo archers. There's 2 dudes, and I have to run up that path. And it sucks. And each one of these knocks you directly off your feet and well into the cavern, well into the area below. This is... Poison arrows for Anor Londo is a meme at this point. And I'm going to show off why. Because... Whoa. Maybe? Okay. Can I fire through this? No. Damn. Yeah. Arrows in this game have notoriously shitty AI because they will find your ass. Excuse me. Damn it. Okay, so we're out of range. You gotta lob them. Shit. You gotta make this work somehow. Up more, a little to the right. Up slightly. Bingo. Alright, now he's poisoned. Cool, let's do it to the other one. This is how you beat Anor Londo. This is the meme. I'm about to get hit by that. Oh, shit. Ow! Don't know how that one got through. But that shit hurts. Ow. God damn, look at that thing sticking out of my leg. Holy hell. Well, I can wait for the first one. But there's 2 archers. So I gotta get both of them. Wait. Do they really? Like, the arrows actually... Holy shit, they do. I actually didn't know that. We're learning something today. Am I out of range, though? Yes, I hit him. Amazing. They're both poisoned. So now we just chill. Kind of run around a little bit. Maybe let's go fight some giants. Doesn't matter. The world is our oyster. Gotta go. Well, the thing is, if I go rest, they're gonna heal. There's a bonfire pretty close to when we walk in, though, so we're gonna be fine. Oh, he was. I can see that now. Ow, damn it. I tried to roll, but I was running, so... In case... Oh, because I'm fat rolling. Or I'm mid-rolling. Excuse me, real quick. Thank you, sir. Okay. There's one. Burg. He gone too. Oh yeah, he'll be gone in a minute. We can start making the run. So, yeah, needless to say, the Anor Londo archers are a pain in my whole ass. Because you get up here, and then you have to pick which way, and you kind of just have to tell by sound, and you have to, like, shimmy across this. Do a fat armored character like Ryan used to? I might. Ryan always used to play this game with just thick ass armor on. He wouldn't roll. He'd just walk up and ching, ching, and catch everything with his shield and did not give a single shit. It was kind of amazing. And I was always like wearing cloth and rolling around and stabbing stuff with daggers. And he would just have like a spear, just stab, stab, do like no damage, but nothing hurt him either. So, you know, who cared at that point? Oh. Haha, you suck. So this particular run is actually really awkward because the terrain here is unnecessarily treacherous. Like your character kind of pulls in the direction of that lean, and it's really easy to fall off there. It's not amazing. And we've done it. We've entered the castle proper. All it took was an obnoxious run over the rafters and then the archers, and you know, now we're here. If you fall, where do your souls go? Your last registered location, which are basically the last non-stationary place you stood. So like if I hop on an elevator and die on the elevator, my souls will be at the last stationary, so before the elevator. Anything that can move, you don't register your location. Just to prevent you from like having your souls floating in midair, or honestly quitting the game and auto-saving in midair. This is your Solaire. He wants us to summon him, but we might summon him for the ONS fight, or for the boss of this area. It's a good fight. It's a fun fight, but it's a 2-boss fight, so you know, a little 2v2 action. Hey, get parried, buddy. Boom, tee off. Goosh. And that kills it. Chain back, not a mimic. Sunlight Medal. Those are the Covenant reward for the Warriors of Sunlight. It's the co-op Covenant. You can turn them in and you get big old lightning magic. Hey, come here. Try to stab me and get parried. Ow. Alright, fine. A slash will work too. Goosh. Stabs, exactly. He kind of made me look like a clown there. So here's just some rooms with scrolls and whoop, secret door. So this is a cool room that I've mentioned earlier. So here we have ourselves a mimic. Brrr. Brrr. Strength weapons are fun, guys. I'm not gonna lie, they're fun. This is an occult club. This is another weapon that's just kind of meant to give the player a little power. Dragon Tooth. This is the weapon that guy was using. Havel's Great Shield. Wait a second. Is this just all of Havel's shit? It is. So we could, if we were so inclined, and we felt like never rolling again, get strapped with all this shit. We don't have the strength for the shield, but yes. Brrg. And check out our roll. Urgh. Yes. We're not going to do that, though. I love the fat roll. That shit cracks me up every time. We're gonna switch up our armor soon. I've been using these robes for a while. We're gonna switch that up in a little bit. I want to try to keep the character as different as possible. Just to mix it up a little bit, so we're not staring at the back of the same character the whole game. Door does not open from that side. Classic Soul staple. So there is a shortcut here. So the way this area works is these two staircases intertwine. So only floors like 1 and 3 are accessible from this staircase, and 2 and 4 are accessible through the other staircase. So like, it's a cool level design. It really is. Hey, why can't I parry your shield? But you can make a jump from the middle of the first staircase to an area where you can board the second. Fat roll means more iframe. That's science. I wish it were true, because if it were true, I'd be just fat rolling everywhere. But it's not, unfortunately. Just blurred. Just get up, dive, boom, hit the shoulder, and just stand up. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Boom. Boom. Berg. It's kind of fun. So the reason I get so hyped up about strength weapons is that I'm used to doing, like, not anywhere near this kind of damage. Hey, give me your bow. Like, I'm used to having to, like, dip around those guys and look for advantages and, you know, apply status effects and shit. Not just, like, big sword hit hard. Here is the goddess Guinevere. Don't worry, don't worry. You're gonna get a much better view later. All right, can I hit him? Yes, I can. Nice, man. This sword is badass. Hey, let me out. Yeah, this thing is massive, for sure. So, we're going to go up here. Actually, I'm going to double check, make sure I didn't miss anything down here first. Honestly, more often than not, I take the shortcut through this area. And I'm going to show off that shortcut as well once I do it the normal way. Because this right here is the path to the boss. And so I need to go up another floor and then down 2. Really cool design for a level, in my opinion. Having like the concentric circles be your staircase so they only interact with every other floor is neat. Very, very neat, in my opinion. I will say that the first time I did it, though, it was a little confusing because you can't really see the other staircase particularly well from the first one, or from either of them, really. So it's very easy to get the two of them confused and kind of not know where you're going. I was a little too close for a bow there, my friend. Oh, he was gonna stab, but he decided not to stab. You dick. You deserve this. You deserve every bit of this for tricking me. I was going to parry you, and it was going to be cool. Okay. There's nothing under here. So this is the same guy that was waiting at the bottom of the... oh, he's... Repelled by the Silver Knights. Don't be ashamed. Think of something. We can overcome this together. So here's my plan. How about I go in there and beat the shit out of him? The Jack in the Box do not recommend stick potato wedges? Really? Okay. Good to note. Duly noted. He says we need another 3, maybe 5 bodies to conquer these Silver Knights. I'm thinking we need just me and my friend, the Zweihander. Hey, one of you at a time. Thank you. First off, that statement tends to call into question Taco Bell, and I don't appreciate where this line of logic is going. So watch your mouth. I'll not have Taco Bell called into question in my presence. So this is the other side of that door that we couldn't get through, and he's like, "Holy shit, you got the kills. You defeated them. As a token of my gratitude, the tiny bangs ring." And that's your first mistake, Charlie. That's your first mistake. Okay. So we'll see. That's the difference. There's a difference. You're right. It is a small effort. T-Bell, 0 effort, though. Is it? You're right. It's not hard to make. You brown some beef, you throw on some shredded cheese. It is what it is. T-Bell, however, cut out the middleman. You're giving your money to Big Grocery. I'm super glad to see more of these guys. They're just the best. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I could have sworn I was dead there. We're gonna heal up. Let's actually get out a little more stout of a shield. Maybe something with 100% damage. Physical reduction? Yeah, spider shield. Nice. Punch this, dick. Nah, I got stability now. Your stupid tail hit me. Oh yeah. Now that I can block your attacks, you're not that cool anymore. Brrsh. This is always a shitty fight because of how small of an area you have to do it in. And this guy has these big old sweeping attacks. Ground beef, not a fan of ground beef tacos. Well, that would explain why you don't like Taco Bell. That's their specialty. Blurg. Oh, shit. Yes, that was a very good stagger for me. Sorry, numero uno, Charlie, you can't. Yeah, you gotta be correct there. Alright, I'm gonna... No! Mm! God, I hate your stupid tail. Alpastor, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't say that about a priest. Are you... So is that a sin of some kind? It's spelled L? I don't... What's your Spanish is whack, dude. It's El Pastor. No, I like pulled pork tacos. I like pulled pork tacos as well. I can't just hate on pulled pork. I appreciate a pulled pork taco. All right. Heyo! Silver Knight armor. Silver Knight gauntlet. So that's that whole Silver Knight set. It can be really good if it's done right, though. That's my thing, is that I used to work at a place that would do their pulled pork and brisket for 24 hours before they'd serve it. They'd slow cook it, and it was so good. Working at the place sucked, but the food was really good. Okay, so here we are. This is the crib. The crib. This is the main antechamber of the of that castle, of this castle, right? And this is where that boss fight's gonna be. Dude, like as much as I hated working at Rib Crib, and I truly did, I can't sow disparities on some of their food. It really was good. Like their pulled pork and their brisket really was really good. Especially their brisket. I got their brisket all the time. I ate that when I worked there. This is, hold on, we're gonna clear this guy's. Give him some space to work, man. This guy's trying to concentrate. Smacked. So, a thing that we're doing is now we're opening that. So that leads back out to the front area, which is a good thing, because that's a good shortcut to have. There's another one that we're going to need to get soon that's going to be hard to get because we're low health and we don't have a lot of stuff. But we have no Estus flasks. So that's going to be a problem. Supplies was the word I'm thinking of. I don't know why my brain stopped working there for a second. Die. Titanite chunk. Another upgrade material. Always good to have. The more chunks you have, the better. So this is a blacksmith. This guy makes weapons of the gods. He sells all kinds of stuff, including the giant's halberd and giant's shield and the giant armor. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to be had here. We can make lightning weaponry, which is cool, but I wouldn't suggest it with this weapon. It just isn't going to pan out that well. Because it's split damage, so we want to keep this Zweihander with a +10 rather than make it a lightning Zweihander. Alright, so is +10 the max? It is not. It's not the max. There's another item that we're going to get later that's going to allow us to increase our weapons even further. Yes. Dragon Slayer Great Bow. That is... I need 20 dexterity, damn it. That's this big old bitch right here. This is the strength bow. It is sick. Scales of dexterity and strength, but you better believe we're going to be whipping that thing out. 100%. Alright, so we gotta try to minimize our falling damage here. Okay, that's not amazing. So basically what our goal right now is, we need to open the front door of the castle so that we can just run right in. And to do that, we're going to have to go down to the floor of said castle. And that is through a not small amount of resistance that I'm going to be handling with all of no health. Smack. Actually, do I have a... I do. We're actually going to use one of these. That's going to heal us up. And we do need 2 humanity for what we're going to do anyway. So, you know, bada bing and therefore bada boom. So that guy's coming this way. He's coming up here to kick our ass. We're not having any of it. We're just up and out of here. Like little thieves in the night. Say bye-bye. We're opening the front door. Everybody's like, hey, where are you going? Come back. To which my response is, nope. So we're actually going to run all the way back to the first bonfire and rest there. Primarily because that bonfire is tended by a fire keeper and will confer us 10 Estus flasks. So we can get 5 right down there or 10 up here. And we want 10. Actually, just kidding. We're going to go to this one. I just had a thought about a thing we're going to be doing. We're going to go down here. And we're just going to kindle this one to give ourselves 10. Don't worry. We'll have 10 Estus regardless. We're going down to this bonfire. We're going to reverse our hollowing first. Alley-oop. And we're going to kindle this bonfire. So now we have 10 Estus. Big wins. What do we have leveling up wise? Oh, shit, I want to use the Dragon Slayer Great Bow. You know what? I'm really not going to use it that much. We're going to get our strength to 30 first. And we're about to get a boatload of souls, so we're okay. Always nice to hit with the sword harder. So when we two-hand this sword, we have 423 attack rating and all-in-one damage type. That is big-time damage. Those are good-ass numbers to put up, for sure. So now that we're able to just run straight up here, we're going to do exactly that. Excuse me. I don't think these guys follow you inside. I hope they do not. Don't follow me inside, please. They don't. They don't. That's what I thought. So we're going to deal with one of these guys at a time. These guys suck. They suck so bad. They're not a lot different than the other ones, honestly. But they can do that. They have magic, which is obnoxious. Because why would this big motherfucker have magic? Any attack that connects with that shield, whether or not they're in a blocking animation, will be blocked 100%. Shit. Brrg. You know, with strength weapons, these guys aren't nearly as bad. I'm just going to say that out loud. I'm going to go up and deal with this knight first. Because I'm not trying to get shot at while I'm fighting Bigum over here. Well, it's dealing damage per swing. That's the thing, is that you can put up numbers with a dexterity weapon. It's just those numbers come in the form of like 3 hits or oh shit. Alright, I didn't want to have to heal before I got to the boss, but whatever. Boom. Get stabbed, buddy. Okay. That's a good thing. We did a good. So we're going to summon our friend, Mr. Knight Solaire. Hey there, buddy. We're going to do ourselves a good old-fashioned 2v2. This is a big difficulty check for a lot of people. Side note, that big guy, the fat guy, that's the armor that Ryan wore, and this is the armor that I wore, the lion armor. For our first characters, we were Ornstein and Smo. If that's indicative of our play styles at all. Blurg. Hey, Solaire, literally anytime you're ready there, buddy. I had a friend that's on his way. Can you guys just wait? My friend's like almost here. I'm like, sure, he's almost here. Are we really gonna have to solo this because Solaire is stuck somewhere? Super cool. We got a hit off. Okay, we're good. We're doing this. You want to keep them in the same... Ow, shit. The same orientation from you. Excuse me. I would love it if Solaire just showed up right now. Okay, they're not giving me many openings, I'm going to be honest. I've had better O and S fights. Oh god, he just hit his friend. So whichever one you kill first, the friend is going to... The other one is going to absorb. And they're going to enter their super form. So we want to kill Smo first. Because whoever goes in the super form, that's whose armor you can get. And we want to get Ornstein's armor. Shit. I'm very unhappy with you, Solaire. We were supposed to 2v1. So I kind of screwed myself there. Because... Yeah, probably. The boss's health scales based on how many people are in the world. So if you notice, if you're like, man, Jacob seems to have done a ton of damage to every other boss, why was he not doing that much damage to that boss? Because that boss had 2 dudes worth of health. So he was a big old boy. Normally that first phase is not nearly as... I don't know. I don't want to say it's not troublesome. I expected, if I were alone, I would expect to hit harder than that. I don't know if I would have gotten the kill, but if I didn't spend my first 3 Estus flasks waiting for Ornstein to, or waiting for Solaire to get off his ass and show up, then we might have had a chance. That's okay, though. We're going to wait. See what Solaire's up to. I think our big guys are back again. Nice. But the good news is we know that they're kind of chumps now. Because we are using strength weapons. I'm sorry, what the shit was that? Cool, I'm so glad you healed yourself. Ow. This is going so much worse. Oh my god. How'd you hit me through those pillars? Stupid curving arrows. Okay, we gotta calm down. Because the second we get tilted, then this game wins. Oh shit, my bad. Speaking of which. The second you get tilted, then you start playing worse, and then you start what's called the death spiral, where you're just nosediving. You're getting pissed because you're dying, and you're dying because you're pissed. That guy's up here. Why are you up here? You shouldn't be up here. Oh, but we're gonna take advantage of the situation. Plunging attack, bitch. Okay, okay. Back in the middle, back in the middle. That's where these fights need to take place. With a lot of room to run around. Oh, your stupid shield. Ouch. I'm sorry, what? Aiming this heavy attack is like waterboarding. There we go. There we go. Hey, Lil, calm down, honey. My dog's getting real whiny, and I don't understand why. Alright, we're going to eat one of these. We still have 8 left. We're okay. Alright, Solaire, I need you to get your shit together and fight with me. Solaire. Solaire, where are you going? This way, buddy. Come on. We're going to have ourselves a 2v2, a little fight club action. Are you here? Are you 100% with me? Okay, let's go. Oh man, I hope Solaire doesn't kill Ornstein first. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding, that's not gonna happen. Solaire, respect the rules of the duel, bro. Fight Club. Smo. Boom! There he goes, he drops. Smo is dead. So remember what he's doing. His comrade has fallen in battle and he's absorbing his energy. Remember that. It's not going to come into play for another 2 games, but remember that. Remember that's what oh my goodness. Solaire, distract him. I need to heal. Oh shit, shit. That's a bad look for me. I don't like that for me. Hi, where's my friend Solaire? And why is he gone? I brought a friend to this. Where did he go? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we just gotta fight this solo then. We're okay, we can do this. Oh, God. What? I'm like 80% positive Solaire somehow fell through the world. Because he was just vanquished. We're just going to keep behind him. Solaire is a bitch. So, like, we've done a lot for Solaire's. Oh, shit! Now we're about to get struck by lightning again. Chug to victory. Soul of Ornstein. And the Leo ring. Lego. So what's cool here, you got like a dude size lift right up here. Wait for it. Also, Guinevere. Firstborn? Or Gwendolyn. Either way, that statue is missing, which is interesting. And now you've got a giant size lift. This is an Ornstein size, or this is a Smo size lift. For big motherfuckers. We're taking this one up. Because we got a huge sword. Guinevere has some cannons. You don't even know the half of it. You don't even know the half of it. You're about to learn the half of it. That's all I gotta say. Just give it a couple seconds. So first things first, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna light this bonfire. Take a seat. We're gonna do some leveling. We got 3 levels in us. Boom, boom, boom. D's get on their knees. Hello, ma'am. How's it going, living Guinevere?
Journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child.
Mother of Zeus.
O chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sun.
They really are.
Since the day father his wounded obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee. Succeed Lord Gwyn and inheriteth.
So she's telling us to inherit Lord Gwyn's legacy and become, and to give ourselves to the eternal flame. There are some items that hint at this, for sure, but we have every reason to believe right now that this bitch is not real. And as a result, I'm not sitting here. Hold on, let's see if we can get her covenant real quick.
Now thou shalt make
I'm not about to worship no false gods.
Thou that tarnisheth the godmother's image.
The godmother's image. She was an illusion.
Thy transgression shall not go unpunished.
In this game, and in this series,
Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
you need to understand one thing. The gods are not always good. They have their own devices, they have their own motives, they have their own everything. And they are not always the nicest folks. So there's a lot to draw from that. We can assume, based on a number of item descriptions, that again, I didn't read just because it would be an absolute chore to watch me read every item that I picked up, that Gwendolyn, that maybe Anor Londo isn't in as good of shape as it looks. Maybe the Dark Sun Gwendolyn, just maybe, is manipulating the image of Anor Londo to make it seem like the gods are significantly more powerful than they are currently. We're going to see evidence of this. We're going to see evidence of this. And that evidence is going to come as soon as we leave here. If you'll notice, all of the enemies are gone. If I rest, I have rested. There should be 2 giants here. There should be an archer up there. There should be stuff, but there's not. Where is everything? These are Blades of the Dark Moon. Remember that covenant that I had an option to join? when I was when I was kneeling at the fog gate of the Dark Sun Gwendolyn, that these are blades of the Dark Moon. There we go. You can't block that. Come on, bitch. Block this. Oh my god, she parried it. What a monster. I'm terrified. Jumping attack. You can't parry that. You suck, idiot. $5,000 souls each, by the way. This is a really good farming spot. By the way. So again, nothing. The castle is dead. And if we were to explore the castle, we would find 0 enemies. With the exception of that Titanite demon, the thing with no head, and that. No guards. No sun. That building is looking suspiciously in more disrepair than it was. No, nothing. The gods have fallen. They've lost their power. And the Dark Sun Gwendolyn, who doesn't even have a statue in his name, who's ashamed to his family for other reasons, has done everything he can to create an illusion that his family is still powerful. This is not the truth. This is the real Anor Londo. This is the fire keeper from that bonfire up there, and it's going to explain a little bit more.
So it was you, was it? How dare you produce a blade upon a deity? How did you ever get this far? I shall end your suffering here and now. It is the least that I can do.
She is a Dark Moon blade, and a blade of the Dark Moon, and you can tell because that miracle she's casting, you get from being a blade of the Dark Moon. That is sunlight, or that's not sunlight blade. That's gonna make her sword hit like a truck. You see that little rapier poke that was real quick and safe for her? Damn, double damn! I'm about to die. Here, I'm gonna hit one of these. Eh.
Wow. This man is a threat. Master Gwendolyn.
Master Gwendolyn. I haven't touched Gwendolyn. And there's a Firekeeper soul. But that's who she's praying to. Not Guinevere. The goddess that I killed. Master Gwendolyn. The Dark Sun. Sun obviously being a play on words. S-U-N and S-O-N. We're gonna bring this down, and we're actually gonna have a talk with our friend Gwendolyn. See what he's on about. And if I were a Blade of the Dark Moon, if I had joined his covenant and not killed Guinevere's image, then I would be summoned to other players' worlds who did. And whenever they're traveling through the darkness of Twilight in Orlando, they get attacked by Blades of the Dark Moon, which are Gwendolyn's servants. So we have a shield that does particularly well against magic. This is important. That is by design. We don't have the magic stone plate ring. Just kidding. That's important.
Heretic. First thou offendeth the Godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord.
he creates an illusion, and now the hallway is endless. That's Gwendolyn right there. You can run down this hallway, and it does end. But it takes a while. A long while. People have tested this out. So with these little ones, you want to take cover. With the big one, you just want to roll out of the way. What we're waiting for is we're waiting for... Shit. We're waiting for a bow and arrow attack. Damn it, that's the attack we're waiting for. But we're waiting for him to do that when we're close. Okay, we got one hit in. Yeah. I mean, this is how you would kind of expect a boss that... Okay, so he's raising up. Yeah, this is a neat boss. I mean, it's another one of those... I was kind of talking earlier about how this game has different kinds of skill gates. Some of them are like about speed and reaction. But this one is definitely more of about endurance. This is an easy fight. I mean, every one of these attacks is easy to dodge. But this is going to test how long you can do that. And I mean, think of it, in this instance, a strength build is very powerful. I mean, imagine if I was wielding a rapier. Okay.
Oh,
Heretic, swathed in dark.
An eternal curse upon thee.
So, here is the one thing that I want to lay upon you when it comes to deciphering the lore of this game. And I started it previously. The gods are not always good. And the dark is not always bad. This is soul of the Dark Moon Gwendolyn, god of the Dark Sun and guardian of deserted Anor Londo. This confirms it. Anor Londo has been deserted. The gods have fled, and he has remained. This is Sunlight Blade. This is not the miracle that the Bronze Knight used against us, but it's a different version. It's a glowing one. But this is her armor, the brass set. Very, very cool set of armor. This actually, at the start of the game, was going to be a starting set for a class. There was going to be a class where you could start with this. But it was proven to just be way too powerful. It's very good armor. It's very good armor. If you notice, it has significantly more defensive stats than what I've been wearing. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. For sure. And here's another treasure as well. And this one's empty. I don't recall what goes in this one. I don't recall. I don't recall if anything goes in that one. I might have to look that up afterwards. But this is the tomb of Lord Gwyn. This is where Lord Gwyn has died. And his body is. We will find out later that that may or may not be the case. Again, gods may or may not be the most honest people. So that's where we're at right now. That boss was made significantly easier by our build, for sure. And we're actually going to get a little bit of lore. Not yet, actually. We're not going to get a little bit of lore about Firekeepers. I'm just going to come out and tell you, if we were to return to the bonfire, the first one that we came across in this area, the one that the Brass Knight was guarding, it would actually be extinguished, and we could not relight it. It is out. The bonfires tend to their flames. So, interestingly enough, the painting guardians are still here. These guys haven't gone anywhere. And they guard this painting right here. Why, we will find out here shortly. These guys attack very quickly, very difficult to parry. They die in one hit. Very, very lightly armored. This is really cool armor. I absolutely love this armor set. I wear it on a not small amount of my playthroughs when I'm playing a dexterity build. That way I can run high dexterity, and I'll usually run intelligence as well. Just for the purpose of enchanting my weapon. My favorite build is dexterity and intelligence, because what I'll do is I'll enchant my weapon, and then I can hit very quickly with it, and that weapon enchantment adds a flat damage bonus, and I try to stack that as much as possible. That's my favorite build. So I would use something like Great Magic Weapon, which is like what I just picked up, and I would put that on my weapon. Actually, let's see if I can use. It requires 15 intelligence. What are my soft stats? 11 for int and faith. Do I have any spells that I could realistically use other than pyromancies? No, I do not. Need 30 strength for sunlight. Great magic is 15. Yeah, I don't have any. I will definitely be using them in Dark Souls 2 and 3. So I already know what build I want to use in Dark Souls 3. Oh, this is actually Black Iron Tarkus' stuff. The guy that would have helped us with the Iron Golem, but we didn't summon him. Let's see what his greatsword's like. So I do know what kind of build I'm going to be using in Dark Souls 3. I don't know what build I'm going to be using in Dark Souls 2 yet. Thing about the greatsword, very, very good. It's got a strong thrusting attack, very similar to the Claymore that we talked about. Claymore's a little bit faster, greatsword hits a little bit harder. So here's the painting right here. That all these guys, who are real, by the way, definitively real, were tasked with guarding. We can examine it. And the reason we can do this, mind you, is because we have the peculiar doll. This is the item that allows us to examine this. Let's see if we can't read a strange doll in a strange dress. There once was an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. So this doll was clutched tightly by an abomination who was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. And there are guards that are specifically tasked with guarding this painting. Now we're playing Super Mario 64. This is the painted world of Ariamis. We, as of right now, have no way to leave this world. We have to play through it, and until we play through it, we can't leave. So, cool thing about the Painted World of Ariamis in particular, this was actually one of the first areas in the game to be designed. They were like, hey, let's design a level, and they designed the Painted World of Ariamis. Snow and all these pikes and everything. 100%. Always playing Souls, baby. So, after they designed this area, they kind of were coming up with the theme of the game and realizing that it wouldn't really fit. He wanted me to wear Orin or Smo's stuff. I know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That's a bold-faced lie, Ryan. I would never say that. I love having you as a meat shield. So, the reason that this is kind of separate from the main world is they loved this area. After they designed it, they were like, hey, this area is really good. It's really good content, but it doesn't fit with the game. So they came up with the idea of the Painted World, and when they separate it like that, that allows them the freedom to make a different setting than the game would normally afford them. So these guys right here are gross. Oh, you need to kill them with fire. If you don't kill them with fire... Exactly. How'd I learn all this information? I've watched a ton of, like, developer commentary, all kinds of stuff. I really like Souls. Like, a lot. We're gonna switch to Dragon Crest, because these guys use... So we can... Actually, I'll show you. Oh, shit, though. So he's gonna die, and see that smoke he gives off? He leaves that toxic residue. I'm not just making it up. I'm not. I promise. I watched a lot of content from Souls creators, streamers who oh yeah. Well, like when there's something that I can't kill with one hand, I switched it to. But like, I don't know. I'm finding that I don't often need to. This thing is like 9 feet long. Not much is standing up to it. Alright. You've only ever needed one hand. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. I mean, it's just hollows. And that's actually part of the reason why this enemy is populated with some enemies that we encountered much earlier in the game. These hollows. It's also populated with a different enemy type. Ladies, do you mind? There you are. RPs are the scum of RPG. These souls, these easy bitches are worth, yeah. I mean, they're worth a decent chunk, and they're really not that hard to kill. A grand each is no slouch, especially considering that we're going to encounter a lot of them. So these are... They're not specifically harpies. Oh, the hollows? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. The hollows in this area are a good way to farm. This is a good area. This is a good side area to get a bunch of levels in. But these actually aren't harpies. They're followers of the goddess Velka. Velka is, if you remember the guy from earlier in the game that taught me this gesture, right after I killed the gargoyles, the very first boss. He was the pardoner. Oswald of Kareem. No, maybe that's not Oswald. But either way, he's the pardoner. He's the guy that forgives your sins if you break a covenant with the gods. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, what's noteworthy about him is that's Velka's place. She's a goddess, but... Crow demons on the wiki? Yeah. Yeah, the followers of Velka become changed to that. And Velka has an association with crows. Oh, come... Man, I hate how fast these guys cast. These guys literally look like hemorrhoidal anuses. I haven't inspected many in my day, so I'm going to take your word for that, Ryan. Don't lie. You're right. It's my guilty pleasure. Yeah. That's... There's a couple, that's actually reoccurring in a number of different Souls titles. You can do that. There's a chain in Bloodborne you can do that with as well. And the cool thing is, it happens regardless of the attack you use on it. So you can kick the rope, and it'll still break. So you can... Another Souls meme is to kick the chain, because that'll break it. Chains backwards. We're good. Here's my painted guardian stuff. Were you guys ready for a change in gear? Because it's coming. Are you ready for a drastic decrease in defense? Because it's coming. Painting guardian. Oh, there. I passed it like 4 times. Painted guarding stuff. Super cool. All right. So here we are. Yeah, this is just, I mean, I'm not going to be using this long. This is honestly not a very good set, like, stats. Okay, so it's a really good set stat-wise. Yeah, not really. It's mostly just the defensive values, and honestly, those don't scale as well as you'd think. So it's... When they say that the game is Fashion Souls, they kind of mean it. Actually, what's my 20 out of 90? Painted Guardian stuff's not terrible. 195. Yeah, it is actually. The sleeves remind me of a girl I used to know. Oh, yeah? So we can actually... just push him off, because I don't want to deal with his ass. Go down there. Can we jump this? No, we can't. So I'm like I said, I'm gonna wear this for a little bit just because I like it, but we're actually drastically below our weight limit, so we probably shouldn't wear it for long. That swing from the hollow, though, he tries his best. All right. So here's the Mask of Velka and the Black Cleric robe. This is the... I think this is a little bit better. Yeah, we're going to switch to this. Oh, no! Hold on. Hold. Oh, that doesn't look nearly as good. Dang it! So how much more defense would we be getting if we do this? Because this might be worth switching to Havels. We would lose defense from this. Oh, no, we gain. Okay. Yeah, since we gain that, we can switch to Havels. And fast roll again. Cool. We're going to take a little break. Like I said, we're trying to... Is that saying else? Nobody liked that guy. Nobody else likes that guy? Yeah, I believe it. Let's... Oh. Excuse me. Let's... Where's a good place to drop off at? Huh. Not there. It's way too far. This will have to do. Maybe I can hit this jump. Oh, Crow Lady. Okay. You'd think with wings she would still be a threat, but not the case. Oh, and we're back here. Got it. Ma'am. 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 Okay. Oh, we're back here. Okay, so we need to go up again. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I didn't expect her to run around. That's 100% my fault. That's 100% my fault. Okay. No, I wanted to get that item. Dang it. Oh my god, I'm so upset. It's just a soul item. I'm like 98% sure. But at this point, I'm committed to it. Alright, which of these... Okay, those ones break away. Got it. Oh, egg vermifuge. That's actually a funny item to find here. Interesting because it's not... it's kind of a gameplay consideration, honestly. Lovely. So we're just going to work our way up this staircase. I mean, guy with big sword is still tends to have the advantage. High ground doesn't matter when you've got a 9-foot long sword. Okay, come on, old lady. Let's get this done. Alright, perfect. So these are the crows. Red sign soapstone. That allows you, this is an item that allows you to place down red summon signs so that you can invade other players, but honorably. Honorably, right? So it's, you place a red sign down, and players have an option to summon you into their world and do battle with you. It's kind of a voluntary PvP thing. It's pretty cool, because not all PvP in this game is invasions. In my opinion, that's the less scummy way to do it. I know that a lot of people are just, you know, don't really care. But I personally am not a fan of doing invasions, just because I don't feel like it's, you're fighting people that are prepared for PvP, honestly. So we're going to, we're actually going to double back here. Ma'am, you hurt yourself when you fell. That's a bummer. So this is... Not a lot of people drop them, because honestly not a lot of people summon them. That's really just the long and the short of it. This is locked by a contraption. It's just not a lot of people utilize that mechanic because... Poison! Do these guys get poisoned? We're actually... Hey, they do! Cool! Ow, ow, ow. So this is actually a reference to a Demon Souls boss. I do know that. The Phalanx. Ow. Nope. Oh, Jesus Jones. They're blocking. Stop blocking. Yeah, that got dicey. Gotta get rid of these ones that are right by the door. You know, so they can just get replaced. Can you use fire? I don't have any more fireballs. You can, and in fact, that's probably the smart way to do it. But all I have is poison. Oh, poison mist won't go through that. Will it? Do I have? I do. Let's use you. There we go. Look at all those poison guys. I'm the cheater. Look, it's like 45 against 1. And I'm the cheater. Ow. So we actually might... So here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch to the... We're going to switch to the Ring of the Evil Eye and switch back to our Goldhem stuff because it allows us similar defensive stats, but we can then use the Ring of the Evil Eye so we heal from these guys. If we kill them. which we didn't, we're going to add a death. Lovely. Lovely. That's okay, though. That's okay. Because that's not a terrible place to go. So, that having been said, though, we're going to go ahead and call it here for the evening. Next time, we're going to go through the Painted World of Ariamis, come out the other end, and we will seal up Anor Londo, place the Lord Vessel, and hunt down the 4 Lord Souls. And, you know, link the fire, I guess. So that having been said, guys, my name is Jacob, otherwise known as JayJax. This has been Dark Souls, Anor Londo, and a little bit of Ariamis. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you next time.